Hey there. So this is a beautiful uh, last day in Vegas today. I had a fun thing last night. We went to a restaurant that I'd never heard of, but I'm not a connoisseur. Inside the Cosmopolitan uh, Casino or hotel called Zuma. And I was just blown away. First of all, it was completely packed. And there are, like there always are, a couple of conventions in town. Funny, one of them is the cement convention. Now, I know there's all kinds of innovations and things going on in construction, and there need to be because we need more housing. We need things built, the housing shortage in not just the United States and Canada, but many other countries where there's just not enough units to satisfy people the demand, and of course then prices go crazy. And so the concrete convention or cement convention or something was in town and whatever, but I just this restaurant was just mind-blowing. And they had three kitchens. One was a sushi kitchen or sashimi, and one was a robata, which I didn't don't really still know what is, and then another one was a different kind. But the food was exquisite. Now the prices were ridiculous, but the food was really, really good. And it came in a really interesting style. So everything was kind of family style. And it came on these stone plates. And you could, obviously, you could have it all yourself, but it came all cut up. So I ordered some things and what was it? Some, I don't know, sirloin something. But anyway, it came all cut up in little cubes so everybody could have some, and you ate with chopsticks the whole time. So it's a Japanese place, and the sashimi and robata are also Japanese. And the third one, I don't know the name of the kitchen, but and you got to see them. I mean, they were open in right in public where you could walk around the kitchens and see the chefs preparing like you do when you see live sushi. But anyway, it was just spectacular. And there were five of us, and I'm here in Las Vegas to work with a company that's one of my clients who they're delightful people, and I'm going today to have the last part of that work with them. And they're just growing, great success, wonderful, et cetera, in their business, and it's so exciting to get a chance to work with them. But anyway, this restaurant was just amazing, and so I really enjoyed that, and that was fun. There's a really interesting thing about Las Vegas. I mean, there's lights, and you know the drill. You've been there, you've seen it. And you know what? None of it interests me anymore at all. I used to have an itch to gamble and an itch to do different things. And I don't feel that stuff anymore. Like I just walk through and it's like, yeah, whatever. And so I enjoy that because I don't feel that. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. Even if you win, it's a waste of time and a waste of money. And normally you don't. One of the folks that was in our group was talking about the different times that they'd won money. And I believe that. But, you look at those towering casinos, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 stories high and the glitz and the everything else. And you say, those weren't built with people winning money. So they're built on the backs of all the losers that are there for just hoping something happens. Anyway, so today I was just thinking about, let's get it done. Let's get a move on. There is a sense of whether you like the outcome of the election or not, there is a completely different sense of movement and possibility that I'm sensing. And it's action. It's time to build. It's time to create. And everything that I do is about creating your ultimate life. Now, that can sound real broad, real general, and so what? But there's some real specifics I want to give you right now. The most important thing you and I can give to the world is the story of how we got where we are. Like you're alive, you're a God created being, and you have divine capability and talents. You're still breathing, and you have determination in your heart to do stuff. You do. You feel the desire to serve and to add good to the world. I know that. Sometimes it's stronger, and sometimes it's weaker, and sometimes our own circumstances are overwhelming, and so it's hard to think about that. But here's the truth. You and I, we create our world one thought, one action at a time. And we can either abdicate that power or we can take advantage of it. And what I'm feeling and noticing is that there is just such a push to use the power that we have to create. And I talk about ultimate life. That's purpose, prosperity, and joy. Do you have a life purpose? It's really simple. Do you have one or don't you? It's not if you don't figure out who you are and what you're here for, like take the time. And if you want help, that's what I specialize in. I help people figure out why they're here and then how to make a difference with that purpose, which means making money and making an impact, wealth and impact, wealth and impact, wealth and impact. One of the most effective and powerful ways I know to do that is to write your story, write your book. It used to be so hard to write a book and get it published. We all know that. It's not, it's easy. I've got a book challenge starting on February 24th. Dream, build, write it. Dreambuildwriteit.com. Go there, dreambuildwriteit.com. Sign up. There's no money involved. There'll be some work and it'll be a challenging week, February 24th, so in about 4 weeks, or I guess 5 weeks now, or 4 or 5 weeks. But anyway, go there to sign up. Telling your story is the way you can make the biggest impact in the world and make the most money and have the most fun. Now, who isn't up for a life where you get up every day, you make money, you have fun, and you make a difference? Who isn't up for that? Getting started with your story is the most effective way to do that. And I'll tell you why. I don't care what other job you have right now. Whatever you do in the marketplace to make cash is fine. It's not as fulfilling as living a purpose-driven life. It's just not. So when you have a purpose behind everything you do, whatever your cause is, ending homelessness or clean water or serving women that have gone through certain circumstances, divorce or narcissistic relationships, or and all these things I'm saying are people that I know or they're my clients, helping people that are retired figure out how to not get left behind, helping conquer AI and make it work for you, helping write your books, help you create products, help you reestablish relationships with that are broken and damaged. Like I have clients that are doing each of these things. And I know you right here, right now, have a yearning in your heart to serve some group of people. The best way to do that is to get that book out of your heart. When I interview people for my shows, have many shows, and I'll tell you about that in a minute because you're invited to be on one if you want. When I interview people, one of the most important questions is, I ask them how you add good to the world, and they get to talk about their passion and why they're motivated to do what they do. But the most important part I ask is, how did you get there? Like, what was the story, the set of circumstances that brought you to that place? And it's always a bunch of life experiences that made them be resilient, overcome a bunch of challenges, and then realize, wow, I could help people with this. Well, this is your invitation. Dreambuildwriteit.com. It is the best, fastest way to make a difference, to make cash, which a lot of people are worried about right now, and to have joy, purpose, prosperity, and joy. So it's time to move. Right? We can sit around and wait for some circumstance, some other day, some perfect time. There's no such thing. Today is the day we've got. I love you. I invite you to follow your dream, follow your yearning, follow your intuition. Now, here's the invitation. I love interviewing people on my shows. I love them. I love meeting every single one of them. I've only had one interview in the hundreds or thousands that I've done where I got done and I'm like, wow, that was weird. Okay, that almost never happens, and it's certainly not going to be you. So if you have a story you want to tell, a purpose that you're about, a group you want to lift. I got another guy that serves veterans, and just the list is endless about the ways we can serve and love each other and make money doing it. Get paid well because what you provide is valuable. Anyway, go to kellanflukigermedia.com. It's my name, kellanflukigermedia.com, and there's a contact form. So go there and contact me. Let's get you on a show. Let's get you in front of millions of people. My adventure of 100 days, this is adventure of 100 days, day 15. Day 15 in my 100-day adventure. In this 100 days, I'm going to reach 40 million people with this message. How great you are, how capable you are, how valuable you are. Your value is infinite. I don't know what you're doing with it. Your power is infinite. I don't know what you're doing with it. But if you're not doing something that jacks you up every day and you're like so stoked to live and breathe, you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat. We're designed to live in joy and service and prosperity and help. And it's time now. Dreambuildwriteit.com. Just check it out. I'd love to see your beautiful face and hear your amazing story on one of my shows or in the challenge. The challenge is about how to think about, how to write a book, how to put it together, how to figure out what your story is. You know, all those things that people say, well, I don't have anything. Nonsense. I've never met a person where we didn't, within 15 minutes, we're able to identify what they're passionate about and what their story is. This idea about, I don't know what my passion is, that's nonsense. You can find that quickly, quickly. Anyway, love you. Thank you for watching today. Dreambuildwriteit.com. Go there. And KellanFlukigerMedia.com. Go there. There's a contact form. Let's get connected. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.